Okay, so at this point, you know what you were going to write about. You've done your intro, you got your thesis, you got your body paragraphs. Maybe the writing's not as strong as you want it to be, but that's okay because we're going to revise later. And now we're going to make an interesting and meaningful conclusion. All right. And this, I really mean this. I really mean this. Disclaimer. This advice does not apply to every writing assignment. Okay. This is meant to open up our writing for the year. Think about this as like yoga for our writing for the year. Okay, so don't go to Mr. Longmore and be like, well, Mr. Buse said that conclusions are just like this. No, that's just for this assignment. So conclusions, they end a paragraph. That should say they end an essay. Okay, restate what you talked about. This is the common advice we get. But what else should we do? What else should we do? Okay, you're about to say goodbye to your reader. What do you want them to leave with? And I mean that honestly, like seriously, what do you want them to leave with? So what we're doing for this one, and what we're doing in general with conclusions, is we're not just reminding readers what we just said, but more importantly, we're explaining why any of this writing matters. We're trying to get them to realize, okay, this was important. So remember, for this story, for this essay, you're explaining whether your story will be remembered as a myth. This is a picture of a classroom in the year 3150. You'll notice that they're studying Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, because Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man has timeless themes represented in the hero's journey that will cause it to be remembered by people forever as they learn how to live their lives from Spider-Man. Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man too. So remember, the rubric has your answers, and if you'll notice, the conclusion rubric's a little bit strange, because you either get 100 or you get a 55. And to get the 100, you explain whether your story will become a myth. That is, whether your story will be known or forgotten in 1,000 years. That's all you're doing. So you'll notice the organizer for this one. So is it a hero's journey? Will people still read or watch the story in 1,000 years? Why or not? It's really simple, because I want to give you room to make it complicated. Okay, so I'll come back to this in a second, but the conclusion is almost automatically a 100% because I want you to take risks. Okay, so in mine, I really tried to, you can pause and read it. I tried to focus in on this idea that, Theseus learns in his hero's journey that, like there are these good hero things, these triumphant things, these save the day hero aspects of it. But when he ditches Ariadne, it's out of his pride and cockiness from being a hero, and it indirectly kills his father. And triumph doesn't guarantee joy forever. And because of that, people keep reading it. We keep coming back to Theseus because of that. Not just because teachers teach it, but because of that really important theme and lesson that's tied into his hero's journey. So speak your real heart and mind here about the importance of your story. You chose a story you cared about. So this is your chance to let it shine. Even if you don't think people will read it in 1,000 years, tell me something really important about it. Why does it matter? Put on those HD Vision Ultra sunglasses and look at your story, and then help me understand. And then we're done. The next step is revising run-ons and fragments, which we are working on in class. Depending when you're watching this, we might have already started working on that. We might not have. There are some videos linked that aren't from me. They're from Khan Academy because they explain it a lot better than I can and with better visuals. But if you have any questions, of course, send me an email. Thank you for watching the series. I'm open to any and all feedback. My goal here is to help you all learn, to help you all become the writers that you want to be, and also selfishly to hear about the cool stories you like. So, yeah, plenty of time now. I'm going to go ahead and call it early. I would like first to thank my sponsors, Mather High School, and that's my only sponsor. All right. I guess see you all later. I don't know how to stop this.